Let's talk a little bit about those potential alternative reserve currencies. First of all, the euro. What do we need to see happen in Europe in terms of the economy and also the financial system for the euro to become a serious rival to the US dollar?
Europe needs to start by drawing a line under its crisis. European leaders tell us the crisis is over, and I would prefer to wait and see evidence of that. Europe will have to be very lucky indeed to grow by 1.1% in 2014, which is the ECB's current forecast, and I think the European Commission's forecast as well. In terms of the financial system, Europe needs a real banking union as opposed to a pseudo-banking union, which is what has been agreed on so far. It needs it now rather than in 2021 or 2024, when, according to plans in place, it will have a properly funded bank resolution fund. It needs real stress tests and a rigorous asset quality review to restore confidence in the banking system, and we'll find out over the course of the European spring and summer whether those things happen. Ultimately, Europe has to deal with its banking crisis and its debt crisis and its governance crisis in order to resume growing. Without growth, the euro cannot succeed in becoming a true global currency. I think the euro is here to stay. European monetary integration, like it or not, is one of those irreversible processes.
So you're saying that the euro will maintain its current institutional framework and that European integration will have to be maintained, i.e. it's too big to fail now?
The Eurozone will maintain its current membership. It will add members, starting with Lithuania. Like Hotel California, you can check in, but you can't check out. Getting out is easier to talk about than to do. So I think it will maintain its current composition in terms of countries. It will have to be strengthened in terms of adding a banking union to the monetary union, in terms of adding elements of fiscal union, namely a real, properly funded bank resolution fund to the monetary union. And when that is done over the course of the coming decade, holding reserves in euros, whether you're a central bank or a corporate or a commercial bank, will become more attractive.
Okay, let's talk about the renminbi then. So one of the big issues for the European Union is the political overlay, so finding the political will and political cohesion, whereas that is something that the renminbi as a single currency for a single country doesn't have to deal with. Is there scope for the renminbi to become more of a rival to the US dollar as a reserve currency before the euro?
I wrote a book more or less about this subject called Exorbitant Privilege, about the dollar's role, about the dollar's exorbitant privilege, to quote Charles de Gaulle, as the only true global currency. And I said there, the euro is a currency without a government, the renminbi is a currency with too much government. So people are worried about unpredictable Chinese government policies. They need to see Chinese financial markets become more open and more liquid and more transparent. At the moment, everybody wonders about what lurks within the shadow banking system in China. That epitomizes the kind of problem that needs to be cleaned up before international investors will have sufficient confidence in the renminbi to take it seriously as a global currency.